Greetings in the name of Jesus Christ, Prince of Peace, healer of our brokenness, and hope of the world. My name is Jeremiah Park. I am the resident bishop of the Harrisburg area, serving Susquehanna Conference of the United Methodist Church. The conference covers the central and northeastern part of state of Pennsylvania. In 2015, the three bishops of the United Methodist Church serving in Pennsylvania, leading conferences containing approximately 2,000 churches, made a statement urging our state leaders to pass the Pennsylvania Nondiscrimination Act to protect full equality of LGBT people under the law. 5 years later, I stand here on behalf of Bishop Peggy Johnson of the Eastern Conference, Pennsylvania Conference, and Bishop Cynthia Moore Cocoy of the Western Pennsylvania Conference to publicly share essentially the same statement, reiterating our call to our state leaders. Let me read parts of our statement from January 13, 2020. As bishops of the United Methodist Church in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, we urge our state legislators to pass Senate Bill 224. It calls our state to prohibit discrimination based on sexual orientation and gender identity in housing, employment, and public accommodations. Pennsylvania remains the only state in the Northeast without these important protections. We believe that when all people are protected from discrimination, our entire community is strengthened with respect and mutual regard. The United Methodist social principles state the following, I quote, "We support the basic rights of all persons to equal access to housing, education, communication, employment, medical care, legal redress for grievances, and physical protections. We deplore acts of hate or violence against groups of persons based on race, color, national origin, ethnicity, age, gender, disability, status, economic condition, sexual orientation, gender identity, or religious affiliations. Certain basic human rights and civil liberties are due all persons," end quote. The Commonwealth of Pennsylvania is often known as the cradle of religious liberty. When William Penn is quoted as saying, "We must give the liberty we seek," it was here that religious freedom became a valued principle for American life as we learned to tolerate differences. Religious freedom means we have the right to our own personal beliefs about the moral issues related to sexual orientation or gender identity. It has never been the case that religious freedom has meant that we can restrict another person's liberty to live as equals in our communities. We call upon our lawmakers to recognize and stop the unjust suffering experienced by our LGBT brothers and sisters and act to protect all from harm by passing this bill. It is long overdue and greatly needed at this time, filled with polarization and violence. Let me end by quoting two phrases from the Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. that speak to the reasons we stand here today, lending our voices to this cause. We are all caught in an inescapable network of mutuality, tied into a single garment of destiny. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Thank you.